Welcome to the weekly horror dose with Cenobite Princess. I went a little overboard on the Clive Barker. This week we are going to talk about the American film Let Me In, which was inspired by the Swedish film Let the Right One Come In, an adaptation of a novel by the same title. But American director Matt Reeves shortened the title to Let Me In. I saw the original movie and I loved it, so I had my doubts about a remake. Hollywood seems to remake good or classic movies, and oftentimes they don't do justice to the originals. So I walked into this film very skeptical, but it was so good I saw it thrice. American director Matt Reeves did a fantastic job. He also directed one of my favorite films, Cloverfield, so I decided to give this movie a chance. Let Me In is a romantic horror story about two adolescent 12-year-olds, or at least one who appears to be 12 years old. The little boy, Owen, is bullied at school, and the little girl, Abby, is more than what she seems. She is in fact a vampire. One of the things Reeves decided to focus less on than the Swedish original was the vampire child's gender. In the original Swedish movie, the vampire child was a boy who was castrated and attacked by a vampire. In the American film, Abby is clearly a girl played by actress Chloe Moretz, but some of the original dialogue was kept, such as whenever Owen would get close to Abby, she would remind him, "I'm not a girl." I also interpreted this to mean Abby was telling Owen, "I'm not the human girl that you think I am." One of my favorite parts in the movie was Reeves putting the audience right in the action. I've seen cars crash and flip over in films, but I've never been in the backseat of a car as it's flipping over and rolling down the hillside, which is exactly what Reeves does. Even the opening scene pulls you in with a sense of panic and tension as it starts with an ambulance on its way to a hospital. The special effects were pretty believable too. Something I didn't like about the original was the animated cat scene, which the American version got rid of completely. Computer animation was used to generate some of Abby's superhuman and abnormal movements, but gruesome details weren't left to animation. I love when movies use props and makeup because it feels more believable rather than being reminded that I am watching animation integrated into reality. Overall, this movie has an ethereal feel to it rather than an ominous one like the original. I love both movies, but I left the theater feeling less skeptical because this movie was fantastic. It is now one of my new favorite movies. I recommend that you see Let Me In. Overall, I would give this movie an A with a B+ in the gore factor. This is Cenobite Princess. See you next week.